this problem, we're going to be simplifying rational expressions, and we're going to start by looking at the domain, because when we work with a rational expression, we always have to be careful about the values of x that make the denominator 0. So for this first one, what I'm going to do is to start by factoring the denominator. That's going to give me a better idea of what's going on with my domain. So x squared minus x minus 2. I'm going to factor that, or try to anyway. So I'm going to use x and x here. Let me get a better x there. And then I'm going to use a positive 1 and a negative 2, because I have a negative 1 on the inside. So my positive 1 times negative 2 gives me negative 2. And then inside, negative 2 plus 1 gives me a negative 1. So this is how I factor the denominator. So the values of x that make the denominator 0 would be negative 1. So x cannot equal negative 1, and x cannot equal 2. Those values come from these two linear factors that make up the denominator. Now what I'm going to do is try and factor the numerator. I have a greatest common factor of 2, which I can remove. And now I'm going to write the denominator, x plus 1 over x minus 2. X minus 2 over x minus 2 will simplify to 1, leaving me with 2 over x plus 1. And this works for all real numbers. You can use some shorthand here. X not equal to negative 1, or x not equal to 2. So any real numbers except negative 1 or 2 will work. And notice that if we had waited until the end, we would have thought we could have used any real number except negative 1. But we have to start at the beginning, because that's the expression that we are given to start with. So let's take a look at part B. Again, I'm going to need to do some factoring before I can really worry about the domain. So the numerator is a special factoring, difference of squares. So that's x minus 3, x plus 3. And the denominator, I'm going to remove a greatest common factor of x, leaving me with x minus 3. So the factorization of the denominator tells me that x can't be 0 and x can't be 3. Those are the values of x that make the denominator 0. So when I simplify this, x minus 3 over x minus 3 simplifies to 1. I'm left with x plus 3 over x, and this simplification works for all real numbers. X not equal to 0, or x not equal to 3. Or you could also say for all real numbers except 0 or 3. Either way is fine.